Well, Jack, you got all of y'all friends is in here, right? I see some more white people in the back. Let me surround myself with some more white people.
However you're
And
comfortable.
sir, what would your name be?
You can call me Keith.
Keith, you got a weird description of your name. I see wizard, weird wizard. What is that? What is that about?
Word wizard.
Word wizard. Okay. Have you paid your taxes this year?
You don't pay taxes.
Oh, you
See,
haven't paid taxes either, Keith.
no, I don't pay child support. I don't pay fines, fees, penalties, things like that. I will pay a finance charge,
Uh huh.
which is the sum total of all charges,
Uh huh.
as long as given equal consideration as contracts are required.
Uh.
And under the IRS law, if you look at 26 USC 509, it
Hmm.
describes private foundation, and that is the codification, whereas the regulation is under the 26 CFR
Hmm.
1-508.1 subpart B, and it talks about communication with the IRS, and that a private foundation or a old organization or new organization is
Hmm.
presumed to be a private foundation, and it's all based on your
I'm
communication.
gonna have my guys check that. I'm gonna have my IRS friends check that out. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that.
Right.
Drop your
Well,
last name in the back chat when you get done. But go ahead. What did you want to say, Word Wizard?
well, and the next one is 26 USC 1031.
Well, hold
Now,
on, Word Wizard. We gonna solve for the IRS problems. I promise you, I'm gonna get my guys
well,
on it. Don't
well,
worry about
see,
it.
see that, and that's the problem.
Wait a minute. I know that you a friend of Jackson Paul's also.
Right,
So,
only through association on the internet. I've been doing this much longer than a lot of people can than a lot of people realize. My mom worked for Social Security Administration for 29 years. My
mm-hmm,
dad was a real estate appraiser for the government all of his life, and so
mm-hmm.
I've been privy to a lot of the different information. And one of the things is that under that
We're gonna
26 US,
verify all of this later. I got my guys on it. Don't worry about it.
yeah, under 26509, there's a private foundation, and it's based on private communications. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't communicate with the IRS, they have no reason to believe that you are conveying a debt, and that is the
Oh, don't
definition
worry
of
about it. I'm gonna get. We gonna
communication.
fix that. I think that listen. Biden is hiring 80,000 new agents, and I think that we need to go out and figure out who the fuck is paying taxes and who's not paying taxes. We gonna figure this out. We
Right.
gonna
And
we gonna get to.
you'll
No,
also
no,
realize
no. Hold on.
you
We gonna
also
get to the bottom
realize
of
that
this.
statistics show that 98% of the income taxes are paid voluntarily
Okay, you
because
keep thinking that. You keep thinking that. We don't worry about it.
they're not required. I'll have to. I don't have it off the top of my head, but it is a voluntary code. And then again,
You voluntarily not paying taxes, right?
right, and in the same way, you
Okay.
voluntarily pay taxes because it's
Okay.
not required.
Mm-hmm.
Now, under 15 USC
Mm-hmm.
1692A, there's a set of definitions, and under that, you'll see communication. Communication is a conveyance of a
What state
debt.
you in, Keith?
Huh?
What state you in?
I'm in a state of being.
Okay, we're gonna fix that.
You're gonna fix that, huh? You're looking for this. You're looking for the corporate state, Iowa.
Okay, Iowa. All right,
Yep.
don't worry about it. Keith. Okay, go ahead, Keith. I'm curious as to see what it is that what else y'all talk about.
Well, it's about the taxes and the communication because
So
if you
so you
don't,
came up here to talk about the taxes and the communication.
right? You said you were going to communicate with the IRS and make sure that Paul was paying his taxes. Now, Paul's already had his communication with the IRS and set his trust up, and so he no longer has to communicate with the IRS.
We gonna make sure. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's already recognized. See, a
Mm-hmm.
trust shall not fail for want of trustee. So Paul, as a benefactor, is expressing the original trust by the grantor, God. And
So
that's
so
done.
God so
He's a
God
respecter.
told wait. So God told
Respecter of persons.
Paul to
He's a
God
respecter of no
hold on.
persons.
I'm just curious.
This
I'm
is
just
in
curious.
your own scriptures. This is in your own scriptures.
Wizard,
He's a
wizard.
respecter of no persons,
Word
and the
wizard. I'm trying to
one
get
that
clarification.
tax.
I have to get clarification because I'm a C student. I'm not that smart. I got lucky. I got lucky and got rich. I'm not that smart.
Any of us did.
Okay, so listen. Just to clarify, God told him not to pay his taxes or
No,
not to voluntarily pay taxes.
no. The law of the land is the scriptures. And
Mm-hmm.
in those scriptures, it says he is a respecter of no persons. The
Mm.
person that the tax codes apply to is that such person.
Mm.
It's a characteristic only. When we
Okay.
think of the terms grantor versus grantee, trustor versus trustee,
Mm-hmm.
and benefactor versus beneficiary, the benefactor is the one that gives to the beneficiary.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Okay.
So if you're the one that gives the data elements to the IRS becomes the beneficiary. So if you want to remain with your own person as the beneficiary, you keep it in a private trust and you never express it as part of the public trust. And
Gotcha.
that's what I'm talking about. When you
Okay.
express it as a public trust, and see, when you set that trust up, it should be a private payment system account.
Oh, trust
And
me,
that,
I have tax strategists, and I got my guy. I'm gonna have my guy pocket watching with JT review everything that's going on here.
do you have a trust account set up with the Postal
We
Service?
listen. Anton is smart enough not to dispose certain information on the internet. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Agree. One more
however,
code and I'm out.
say what now?
One more. I'll give you one more code and then I'm out. To
So
clarify,
that's the only thing that the only reason you came up here is to express this.
yeah, I don't want any controversy. I just want to give you some information to look deeper into the tax codes
Okay.
because that's a true problem. 26 USC 6001, or excuse me, 6201. Look up 26 USC Assessment Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Under that code, I think it's 6201. It will tell you that taxes are duly paid by stamp.
So let me ask you a
Nowhere,
question.
nowhere
Where
else.
T?
Let me finish.
Okay, go
Let me
ahead.
finish. Nowhere else in the code will it tell you any way of paying taxes.
Okay,
And it's
so let me.
specific mentions in that code. The species is a stamp.
Cool. So let me ask you a question, Keith. How long has it been since you paid taxes?
Never.
So you telling me you've never paid taxes?
Nope. The taxes I pay. Let me show you something. I've got a receipt right here. If you look on this receipt, and
Hold
you
on,
can
hold on,
look
hold
at,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got you. Give me a second. Go ahead.
see how it says U.S. debit?
Let's say $3.09.
Yeah, but it says U.S. debit
Okay.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now down here it says credit sale.
Mm-hmm.
You can I don't have a bank account. Okay,
Mm.
I've got a PayPal account that is hooked up to an old bank account from 2011 that was closed, and then I opened it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
technically don't have a bank account, and now that bank account that was used for cash or for deposits and withdrawals is now used specifically as a pass through. It's just like a zero balance account. It operates as a pass through only. That's
Mm-hmm.
all it is.
Gotcha.
So when we operate in this manner, it's just a pass through, and the bank becomes nothing but a trustee, and they can't benefit except for that minimum percentage for that transaction, and that creates that U.S. debit. That's all it
Gotcha.
is. It's a liability on the public. If I'm a private being, I don't have the capacity to put a liability on the public record. Therefore, I got to keep it in my private trust.
Hmm.
That's
Okay,
the
I
only
got you.
that's the only true way to take on your own liability.
Jack, what do you
Otherwise,
think about all of this, Jack?
I don't I don't run with all the USC and all the details like that. Brother, I am focused on ending the oppression. The governments are corrupt. They've convinced the masses to pay for war to go along with generational debt. It's nonsense, it's corrupt, and we collectively we receive the government we create, we receive the government we allow, and I think there's a lot of room for improvement. And Anton, the reason I reached out to you, like I said, why I'm on here on YouTube is to share motivation, inspiration, spiritual messages
Mm-hmm.
with the heart of an activist, because I believe if enough people will change their ways of the past, stop holding themselves back, start becoming more kind, more brave, more generous, we're going to create a new world just like that, man.
Hey, Jack, I'm curious. Why are you the leper of the group? I heard them talking greasy about you.
There's an
No, because and
energy
let me
about
tell
me.
you why I'm asking. You seem to be the most sensible of everybody. You able to dodge the issues, the problems. You're very relaxed. You actually want to have genuine conversation. Why? Okay, so I had an opportunity to see a small little reaction of what was going on, right? And they paint you as the leper. They look at you as the problem. Why do they say that you the problem? Why do they say things like, I didn't fuck with Jack and all of this? Jack, what the hell is going on over there in y'all group?
I'm following my path of faith, and there's an energy about me which for some reason people feel encouraged to bring their egos out and show me their big bad egos, and so I deal with a lot of egoic nonsense.
Mm,
Frankly, no offense, Anton, that's what I saw between you and Paul. Was
that's fair. That's fair. I'm just listen. I
like,
am who I am. I am
hey, amen.
very much a big personality. But Jack, I think that they painted you wrong. Yeah. Hey Keith, why is Jack painted as the bad guy?
I think basically because a lot of people think his concept of ending secrets and ending wars is kind of impossible, and it kind of goes against the balance of the system. If you don't have something that's absolute wrong, you don't know absolute truth or right, and so it becomes a back to the natural principles of law of nature.
Uh huh.
Um, you have to have a balance somewhere of what might be seemingly wrong. It might seem wrong for a bear to attack somebody, but that would only be wrong in the man's mind, because in the bear's mind, it would be right to be a protecting mother to protect her cubs. See what I'm saying?
So y'all got infighting in y'all own group over there, but then y'all think that y'all gonna come over here and stop me?
No, no, I don't think
I
anybody's trying to
seen
stop
y'all
you.
on the panel. Listen, one thing about Anton from AntonDaniels.com is that I do my research. I seen
Yep.
y'all all on the panel and y'all were gathered together, one man, indivisible, the whole 9 yards, and y'all was strategizing and y'all was trying to figure it out, but y'all are divided yourselves.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing, is trying to bring everybody together.
Y'all
We're
can't
not.
even get y'all own group together. It's a group of white
You,
men
you,
over there
you watch.
that are,
You
no,
watch.
no, no, hold on. Let me tell you what I
This is
seen, Keith.
your group
Let
here,
me,
brother. It's
let me
going to
see
take
what,
time to grow.
Keith, Keith,
That's all
Keith,
it is.
Keith. Let me tell you what I seen. I seen Jack trying to do some good. And I said, well, let me go and find out who Jack is, because Jack actually sent me a reasonable email, even though I had to use it against him. And then I seen a bunch of white men over here and white women infighting amongst each other. Y'all don't even like each other. So how y'all gonna come over here and come against me and y'all don't even like each other?
Well, I'm going to.
Listen. First of all of y'all got white names. So this is working perfectly. Paul was against Keith. Keith tried to be reasonable with Paul, and Jack was being the intercessor. And then I seen some white women over there, and y'all ain't even getting along with each other. How the fuck y'all gonna come over here and battle me? I'm Thanos.
Well, and see, that's part of the problem is a lot of people do not use Socratic
Okay.
logic.
Oh,
I
Socratic logic. Tell me
logically.
about Socratic logic.
Well, I mentioned, I heard you mention something about logic earlier. And see, I grew up, I was put in foster homes when I was 5, had 4 brothers and sisters,
Mm.
bad family bringing up. And then when I was 10 years old, I was adopted. And like I said, those parents worked for the Social Security Administration and real estate appraisal for the government all their life.
That's what your parents did? Those parents, the foster parents?
Right.
Okay.
And now, granted, all the time I was with them, I know they had to have argued, just like most people do.
Mm.
The difference was they did it in a Socratic manner, back and forth. There was no yelling.
Y'all
There
don't
was no
have any
race.
plans to capture the governor or storm the Capitol again, do y'all?
No, I don't. And you got to remember,
Would
this
you
is
would
what.
you would you tell me if you did?
Oh, I don't have any plans of storming anything because I'm not here, like the scripture says, I'm not here to destroy the law. I'm here to prove it. And that is to
No,
overturn
that's
it.
not. That's not what the scriptures say, Keith. You gonna have to
Oh,
read
sure,
it.
fulfill the law. To fulfill the law is to
Yeah,
owe no man.
he didn't say prove it. Keith, are you requote? You got your own
Okay,
Bible over there, Keith?
okay, you got me on. I did say prove it. It's not prove. It's fulfill.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
let's.
what word are y'all reading over? Okay, so what are y'all doctrine? What do y'all study together? Because I know that y'all got a little bit of infighting over there, but I
I don't study nothing
no.
with anybody. I don't study nothing with
This is
anybody.
what I've
I do
seen.
my own research based on everybody's information, and then I go search it for myself. Because I tell people all the time, Anton, don't believe me, don't believe your neighbor, don't believe the government, and for crying out loud, don't believe your mother. Do your research so you know. Get over this thing about belief, because when you know, you're able to take much greater steps. It's much
Okay,
easier
so
faith if you have knowledge rather than a belief that hinders you and keeps you in apprehension. Whereas
okay,
you got
so
confidence.
so okay, so why do you guys have so much infighting?
I don't know. I think it's just because everybody has a
Do y'all
different
want me
way
to
of.
come over and mediate?
You would have to ask
I can
Paul
get
about that.
y'all on one accord. I can get you. Listen, I give y'all a coaching session, 3 for the price of 1, and I can get y'all on one accord so that y'all all are going down the same path.
That would be fine if you can work it out with Paul, but I'm not going to partake in it
So
except
who's
for
the
the
leader? Who's y'all leader? Who's y'all leader?
I don't lead and I
Okay,
don't follow.
who is the
Paul is
perceived?
the one you want to talk to if that's the platform you want to go to.
No. Who's the perceived leader of y'all group?
Again, I don't lead and I don't follow. It's not a perceived
Well, not
leader.
okay. So not your leader. Who's the leader of the group that you then observe and participate with?
Again, that would be Paul's platform.
Okay, so it's Paul. Okay, so Paul is the leader. Who's the vice president?
I didn't say he was a leader, and I didn't say there's any vice president or anything.
Okay,
It's
so
not a
is his
subject.
okay? Who's
He
his
comes
second?
on. He comes on every day, and people that want to show up, show up. That's all it is.
Who's the second in command?
There is none. He just gave out a wrench on proper instruction motivates people to
You
one of
know,
the guys that.
what is that? An acronym for pimp? So he
Right.
took the word pimp and then he turned it into. He gave it some words and then y'all. That's what y'all
He
going
used
with.
somebody else's. That was a long. That's proper instruction motivates people. That's been around a long time, brother.
And so he took it for being his, and this is what y'all doing now.
Because it's the principle of it. Proper instruction motivates people. That's why he's talking about principles over wealth and money.
Okay, so what is your role, Keith?
My role is I've been doing this research. Like I said, my mom and dad work for the government, and I knew all my life that there's a spiritual principle that goes against almost everything they were trying to convince me of. And so I've got 93 cases down at the local courthouse because I'm a rebellious motherfucker born on the Mississippi.
Wait, Keith. Keith, what are you doing with your feet over there, Keith?
I'm a Tom Sawyer type guy that's connected to the earth every day. That
So
is my
Keith,
deep.
wait, Keith, you over here getting arrested all the time?
No, it's been clean for 7 years because I put my foot down and started letting them know who my law is. See, I'm not
Who?
something. Yes, listen. Isaiah 43 tells us, "Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name; thou art mine." If I'm His, who can make a greater claim on that? Think about the Unum Sanctum by the Pope. The Unum Sanctum is that first papal bull where the Pope said, "I claim all living souls." That's blasphemy against Isaiah 43:1. And then Isaiah 44:5 tells us, "One shall say, I am the Lord's. Another shall call himself by the name Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord and
Listen.
surname."
I know the scriptures. I know the scriptures. What I'm trying to understand is why you got 93 cases pending on you, Keith.
No, they're not 93 cases pending. They're 93 cases I've had in the courts.
Oh,
Whether it be
what was you doing?
whether it be traffic citation, child custody, taxes, child
You got a
support,
child?
whatever.
You got a kid?
Two of them.
You got 2 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, you a baby daddy, Keith?
What do you mean, baby daddy?
Are you married?
I raised my kids.
Are you
I
married?
got I've got a companion out of wedlock, not a licensed marriage, wedlock.
Is that according to the scriptures? Is that how you were supposed to do it?
Correct.
It is.
I don't need a commercial license under the state in person.
No, I just want to make sure that we all on the same page.
Yep.
And you still with the mother of your kids?
No, she passed on.
Oh, my condolences.
Thank you.
My condolences. All right, I'm gonna let you rock out with that one. Jack, you got kids too?
I got one son.
Out of wedlock or in wedlock?
We were married at the time.
And y'all got divorced? Did she take half? She put you on child support?
No, it was actually it was pretty amicable split as far as the property went, but the rest wasn't very pleasant. So
Okay,
hey,
wait a minute. So you a baby daddy too?
I'm a father.
Okay, we know what the technical term is. That means you're a participant in your kid's life, but the way we say it over in the black community is you a baby daddy.
I know.
So what you ain't know what we was talking about then, Jack?
Well, actually, here, I don't want to go into it, but right now the family thing, it's a sensitive issue for me. There's still some
Oh no, you don't get to absolve yourself from the conversation.
You asked a question I did want to address.
Wait. But I'm just curious. Okay, so you are a baby daddy though?
Yes.
Okay, I got you. All right, go ahead.
You asked the question why the dysfunctional want to come over here, and I don't know, remember how you described it, but it's not to bring the dysfunction over here. I assure you of that.
No. Now, I think that you are very not dysfunctional. I think you are very functional. Let's just say functional.
Fair enough. Thank you.
But you are the leper. You are the leper. They hate you like they hate me all of a sudden. You know they found a friend in you. You might have got back in their good graces because you're the one that sent the email to me.
It helped, obviously.
Why would you want to be friends with a group of people who look at you as the leper? And you're the most reasonable.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because of my faith in the truth. Okay, and the truth is.
He got what kind of shirt did he have on? Let me see that shirt again.
How do I talk in real life? How perfect, huh?
All right, go ahead, Jack. This is probably the wildest live stream that I've done in a long time. But go ahead.
Anton, actually, let me get back to the point. I wanted this actually to be an introduction. I started with an email for that intention. You were kind enough to share some space.
Oh no, wait. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Pull that back a little bit. Pull it back a little bit more. Gotcha. All right. Okay, we got you.
You know what that is?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
That's a homemade stamp. Remember, taxes are duly paid by stamp?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's how you use it as a stamp. Notice it wasn't canceled. This went through the Postal Service.
That might be fraud.
No, this went through the Postal Service. On the back, we used the same stamp, but we didn't use it as a stamp. We used it as a seal. This is the outside, which is the public side. Notice it's not an envelope. It's a manifold dispatch. And on the inside is the private side. And down on the bottom left, you see the canceled stamp and dated. When you learn contract law, you make your own instruments.
Oh, okay.
You don't operate in the taxing system. You operate supersedingly.
Go ahead, Jack. I want to hear what Jack got to say. I want to see what Jack's perspective is.
I'm out, guys. Y'all have a good one. You'll check me out. You'll come around.
Okay, Keith. Thanks for Keith. You are welcome over here at any time.
Thanks. I hope so.
If you ever want to switch teams and come over to the winning team, I got a spot for you,
Hey,
Keith.
I'm only on his team.
On God's team,
Yeah.
that means you on my team.
Well, we'll see that.
All right, my friend.
The only way
Okay.
to see that is
We recruiting over here, so come on. We like everybody. We love white people, black people. We joke on white people, black people. We joke.
I'd be careful saying that I saw some comments down there talking about colorless people and stuff. You know, we got to think about that.
Listen, I can't control what the audience says. All I can control is what
I'm glad
it
to
is.
hear that.
You welcome over here at any point, Keith. Okay.
All right.